Philadelphia Eagles.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Great. Set. 63. 63. Hey, thumbs up. Alert it. No touch.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. The Eagles at a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Second and 6.
73. Crowd left, Yeti. No touch.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
63, back. No touch.
Play action, here's Hurts.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
That is incomplete.
He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And it's second down.
You look at this Bears defense.
Well, this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Second down, here's Hurts.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
The Eagles send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Velus Jones now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
23 yards. First down, Chicago.
Here we go. Extend. Go.
Back to throw. Fields.
He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Bears are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
63.
They go play action with Hurts.
Rolling to his left. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. There he goes, right side. He may go. DeAndre Swift.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th taken the lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-six TD.
Well, the offense, they've really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-six. And now the kick is away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Now Hall to start the drive.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
On second down, a run with Hall.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
But they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first and 10, it's Hall.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
And hang on here. We've got an injured player, and that's the running back, Breece Hall.
From the 22, here's second and 8.
Extend. Hey, can't.
Play action. It's Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You look at this Eagle defense.
They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He'll fire deep, looking for more.
And got his man complete. Touchdown. DJ Moore. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bears have got it back to within a score.
Now the point after try for Santos. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Eagles 21, Bears 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Hey, Silver.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. A gain of 3, second down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Here's Fields.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
That's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks, but to keep getting in his face. Now let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been coughing them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Hurts. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, 73. Crowd left, get it.
Hurts. That's going to be intercepted.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
He's going to look deep for more. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play out.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, 10. Tonight.
Herbert powering up the middle.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run with Herbert.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Now here's Trenton Gill on to punt.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
12-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
147 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll look to throw. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll drop to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And a solid run down inside the 30.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Stopped on the play by Jaquan Brisker.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Second and 5.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
On play action, they'll throw, escaping the pressure right. Then he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good, and they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Fields.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14.
180 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. Second and a couple. Running free at the 45. Off to the races. Moving inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's a toss play right to Swift.
And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Third down and 10.
Back to throw.
I think that Refs a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
On first down, it's Fields. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there...
That's to Moore. He's got it. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Eagles 27, Bears 24. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game plan... always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields looking deep here for Dobbs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
In motion left goes a tight end.
Swift going to try up the middle. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Man, 216 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Towards the end zone for Brown.
And that's going to be incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Second and 10. They'll run right here with Swift.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Eagles!
A great effort there. 30 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to get give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Elliott on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly, and that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Yeah, they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Fields.
He'll take a shot for the end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. Could not hang on. Second down coming up.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Hey, Ken. West side zip. Go.
On play action, Fields.
And that will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Well, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Here's a 2nd and 5. This is Swift on the counter.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Great.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 18.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
They go play action with Hurts.
Steps away. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and forever. Throwing is Hurts.
Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Now a first down throw, Fields. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Back to throw. Fields looking deep here for Dobbs. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Romeo Doubs, 56 yards. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Now the point after try for Santos. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Eagles 37, Bears 34.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
No gain on the play.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And he's got his big tight end here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 45-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
8 yards on the pickup.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Hurts.
Now he's forced out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
All eyes on Fields. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead now stands at 13. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Pick-6 last drive. Here's Fields again. Able to find Kmet.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Here's 1st down. Off play action. Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Fields.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. They snap it to Fields.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
On the handoff, this is Swift. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide